Hi guys, hope everyone's okay. It's Easter Monday here in Bucharest. It's Orthodox Easter here, so it's been busy Easter weekend. I've just come out. I haven't made a video for probably a month or so, I think. Just been busy, and the weather and everything, and now Easter, and so now that the weather's a bit better, we'll start getting out a bit more, and hopefully, I think some of the borders are opening up again soon as well. I heard that Bulgaria and things are opening up again, so I might endeavour to make another trip to Bulgaria and across the border. So let's just see, we'll see how we go. But like I said, it is Easter at the moment and we have been busy. So we'll try and get out and make some regular videos. And also, this is in a different car now, so I normally have the camera mounted in the Duster. So this is in the Peugeot 407, which I got just recently from somebody that imported it from Holland. So I actually got it for a pretty good price, and you know, they're a very comfortable car for me. I like them because they have a nice high ceiling, and you get the 407 has always been acknowledged as one of the vehicles that you get. It's obviously European design French car, but you get so much value for what you pay for the Peugeot. Peugeot's always been a nice car to drive, very comfortable and hold the road very well. This has got the 2-litre turbo diesel in it. It's about 100 kilowatts, I think, 2000 cc's. So yeah, it's a good engine. It's got a lot of power. It's very reliable. The car's very smooth, very quiet on the road as well. You don't get a lot of road noise. So only issue I have is mounting the dash cam. The dash cam in this doesn't really sit too well on the dash. So I think I'm going to have to go today and look for I think I'm going to have to go today and actually look for a proper mount, like a vehicle mount, to stick on the windscreen or the dashboard or something, somewhere to mount the GoPro, because it's sort of sitting on my tripod mount, the one I bought from Kodak, which has got the flexible legs, etc., but it's not really mounted in a permanent spot. And I didn't get a good look. I'm just going to have a look now, but I think it's probably capturing a bit more of the dashboard than I want, because the Peugeot, one of the characteristics of this car that I also like, it's got that really nice long dash, front dash with the sloping windscreen, so you get a lot of space in between the steering wheel and the windscreen, which I really like. And it also means that the front of the car here, one of the other reasons I love the Peugeot, is that the front of the car has so much leg room. But like I said, I'm not really I can't really find a good place to mount the camera. might just go for a... I was going to drive in home because I went and did a bit of shopping as well. Being Easter Monday, everything has been closed for a whole day. Nothing open at all, so it was nice to get out and find a coffee. So I'm just experimenting with pushing that dash cam back a little bit more. So yeah, if the image has been a bit weird in this, apologies, but like I said, it's just a trial and error with the dash cam in the Peugeot and seeing. Okay, so while I'm driving around and experimenting with this and saying Pasta Fericit to everybody, Happy Easter, and best wishes, and you know, I say thanks to our Lord all the time for everything He gives to me and my family and my friends and everything every day. So it's been a special period, but so yeah, Happy Easter, Pasta Fericit to everybody. But while I'm doing that, I might talk about maybe the topic for driving around while I practice with this camera mount and getting a right position for it. Maybe the topic today to talk about is this car and bringing it in from Holland and the steps involved. Okay, so there's a lot on the internet about how to register a car in Romania and whether you buy it in Romania, outside Romania, from EU, from non-EU, and the different processes involved. One thing I do love about the car purchasing process here in Romania is pretty much anyone can buy it. You know, if you're eligible and you want to buy a car, you know, you can pretty much have the car within, you know, you go look at it, you pick it up, go to a place called an Akte. It's where you essentially go and do the paperwork and sign over the ownership of the car, and it's done on the spot, you know, and pretty much, you know, the car is yours immediately. You know, there's other things you've got to do, but it's pretty much yours immediately. But anyway, different steps for different cars. Okay, so this one bought within the EU, but from Holland, so outside Romania. Bought by a guy that imports cars directly in bulk from Holland. So he puts, you know, 6-7 cars on a car carrier at a time and drives them straight into Romania from Holland, and is based out of Constanța on the coast. So that's his thing, importing cars from Holland, and the reason being, Holland has some of the best quality used cars in Europe because of the driving conditions, the roads, the infrastructure are really good. Plus also they're very strict on their vehicles and things like that there, and transparency. So everything about a vehicle is all up front, you know, accidents, all that. But the cars are, yeah, they're essentially quality cars that you buy from Holland, quality used cars. And the other thing is he only deals in Peugeots because he seems to have a market down there. He said, you know, a lot of people down there like the Peugeot because, again, you get value for money. A lot of people that come to Constanța are Europeans from other parts of Europe that are familiar with Peugeot, so they like to buy a Peugeot. So that's his market. So I thought, great, he specialises in them. He brings them from Holland, so he's going to get good vehicles. And you know, you've got to be careful buying a second-hand car in Romania, really careful, because there are so many chop jobs, you know. So the cars that have been damaged in Germany, for example, Germany's the main place. You know, they've been written off in Germany, had an accident, and they buy, you know, a couple of cars to make another car, and they make it look exactly like nothing's happened to it, and they sell it that way. Unless you find out, you're never going to know, because they're not going to tell you that. but you get halfway down the road after buying it and your wheel falls off or the engine drops out or something, so you've got to be careful. So yeah, I was very happy with the purchase. The car was very good, and he had about 5-6 of them on the lot when I went and had a look, and they're all very, you know, all good reliably mechanically. Some had a few little, you know, minor things there, but that's what you get with a second-hand car. But just cosmetically, nothing to do with the engines or anything. They're all really sound. This one just drives like an absolute gem, so bought it, and I've probably put another €1,000 into it. Just didn't need to, but that's just me, you know. I like to have, so I bought a new set of tyres. Bought a new set of tyres. What else did we do with it? New brake discs, new brake pads, changed the oil filter, you know, just your standard sort of stuff to make it 100% robust. Alright, but let's talk about the process. So, alright, so it's an EU car because it's bought from Holland, part of the EU. Guy imports it into Romania with Holland dealer plates on it. Okay, so with those dealer plates from Holland, it means he can export the car and he can legally drive it. He can legally drive it in Romania for 30 days from the date of purchase. Alright, so after that, within that 30 days, you have to convert it to Romanian plates and get it registered in Romania. Alright, so that's where the process starts, okay? So if it's never been registered here in Romania, first thing you've got to do is go and get all the documents transcribed. So any of the foreign registration papers, like the Dutch vehicle registration paper, the invoice for the sale, and you get a little plastic card with the vehicle identity card with the cars from Holland. Has all the information, the make, the model, all that sort of stuff. And with that, yeah, you go to traducere. Traducere is just a translation service, so somebody that translates, and you go and get that done, all the vehicles. Then after that, you have to make an appointment online to go to DRPCIV, or Department of Motor Registry, Transport, and you go there with the vehicle papers, etc., and you make an appointment to pick up your provisional plates, or the provisional plates are what they call red plates. So the red plates you can get for periods of 30, 60 or 90 days, and those red plates allow you to drive the car legally on the road until you finish all the complete process of getting the car fully registered. So that complete process takes a little bit longer. All right, and one more step before you go to DRPCIV, you have to go online, find an insurance company, and get insurance for the car. All right, so anything, you know, probably about 200-300 lei for 6 months. You know, just take out 6-month insurance initially, because you have to have that when you go to get your provisional plates as well. All right, so you go there to DRPCIV, give your ID, give all the papers, the transcribed papers, etc. And once that's done, they give you the red plates. You come out and put the red plates on the car, and you can drive, like you say, for 30, 60, 90 days. 30 days is about 48 lei for the 30 days. And if you're very, if you're set on getting the car registered quickly, then 30 days is more than sufficient. But if you think your car might have some mechanical issues or might not get through the next step, which is getting the technical check done, then maybe take a 60-day red plate just in case. Otherwise you won't be allowed to drive it away from where you go to get it checked. Alright, so once that's done, and you've got the red plates and everything done, then you have to make an appointment online to go to RAR or RAR, and RAR is where you go. It's the equivalent. It's like the motor. It's where you go to get your technical inspections done. All right. So any car that's being registered for the first time in Romania has to go there. Especially imported cars, has to go there and get a full technical check done. They're very strict. It's fairly good process. I was actually amazed how streamlined it was. Took a little bit of a while waiting for the paperwork afterwards, but the process itself was good. So you turn up there, you have an ID number from your booking online. You've got to give them the ID number at security at the gate before they let you in. Then you have to fill out a form, a declaration form, again saying you're the owner, all your details and that. And then you wait in a line, and progressively one of the technicians, the RAR technicians, will come, take your forms, take your keys, and drive the car into the big internal bays, the inspection station, where they'll go through the car completely. They check the emissions, they check the engine, all your lights, brakes, horn, even check my stereo. I think most of the technicians in there just like to listen to music, so they had the stereo in nearly every car up full blast. I've never seen that before, checking the stereo out, but I'm sure they just wanted to listen to music, which is fair enough. And while you're doing that, as soon as they take it in, you go to pay. It was about 538 lei, I think. 538 lei for the check. And if the car is successful, so a technician will just come out and call you, saying you're done, and you go pick up your car, drive it out, and you just park, just outside the bay somewhere, because then you have to wait anywhere from an hour to a couple of hours for the paperwork to be done. All right, so you'll get two bits of paperwork. You'll get the certificate for the vehicle safety check, and you'll get the registration certificate for the vehicle as well. So the certificate immatriculare vehicle. Sorry, excuse the French. Big holes in the road. So yeah, once you get those two bits of paper, that's one big step out of the way. So the car is now certified technically as sound and meeting the conditions for being able to drive in Romania. And then you have your annual inspection book as well. This is a little book that tells you when your inspection is due or your next inspection is due. Just to get away from that for a sec, but yeah, look, beautiful day today. Look at the flags out because it was Labour weekend, 1 Mai, so Labour Day, but also Easter, Orthodox Easter weekend. So today is just a really beautiful day today, not a cloud in the sky. It's starting to get to real spring weather now, 25, 26, 27, those sort of temperatures. Still a public holiday today, so most things are closed. A few little shops have opened and supermarkets, but yeah, yesterday everything was totally closed. And today you can see for Bucharest, this is dead. This is just completely dead traffic wise. This would normally be packed on a weekday, this road. So yeah, beautiful day. Alright, getting back to registering the car. Yeah, so now that you've got the technical steps done, there's 2 more steps to go. Now you have to go back to your local. The next step now is to take all that paperwork, plus all the other paperwork already and copies, and then you go from there to your local fiscal office. So you go to your local fiscal office and you lodge the papers there. Sorry, I'm going to go this way, guys. I shouldn't have done that, but I don't like going across lanes like that, but I just decided I'll go this way to come back. Alright, so go to your local fiscal office, lodge all the paperwork there. There's multiple copies of the sale contract and that from the initial purchase, and then they give you all the stamps that you need to get. And once you get all the stamps from the fiscal office, if they're happy with that and there's no issues there and you don't owe any money to UNAF or anything like that, and or to the local municipality, like your annual vehicle fee that you have to pay, if you don't owe anything there, then all good. So they then stamp everything. Now you've got all of that together. You then have to make one final appointment to go back to Bucuresti, and that final appointment is to present all your paperwork, the whole lot of it combined, and to get your permanent number plates. So the permanent plates you can either you can pay on the day at your appointment and get the plates that they give you, or you can nominate to get your own set of plates. So a lady had a pedestrian crossing right there that she could have used, but decided to just not use it anyway. Won't get into that today. So yeah, you can nominate to get your own plates, and they have an online verification system where you can check, you can put different combinations of plates in that you might want to get and see if the numbers are available. So I got a couple I'm thinking of that are available, so maybe I will. It's only about an extra 20 lei to get your personalised plates, but I think the difference is you can't pick them up on the day. You have to go do all the information, nominate what you want, and then they'll say, okay, come back in 1 day, 2 days or something. I think that's the process, instead of just picking up whatever number they allocate to you on the day. But I suppose if you want your personalised plates, then that's if you want your personalised plates, that's what you do. You wait until you come back in a couple of days' time. So yeah, that's the process. It sounds really, really long, and it probably is, but it does all work. And like I say, the beauty of it is you can own a car here pretty easily and sell one pretty easily as well, and you can have multiple cars. The one requirement about owning a car though, and buying and owning a car in Romania, you have to be a resident here at least. So you have to be able to show that you're a resident in Romania, which means you have to have a CNP. Your CNP, it's your personal identification number. Everybody has one. especially obviously Romanian-born citizens, and you know, people from the country have one from birth, pretty much. Actually, I think you get your identity card when you're 16 or something, I think, but yeah, I could be wrong. But everybody has a CNP. Without it, you just really can't do anything. You can't take a driving test. You can't get your license. You can't buy the car. You can't go to find a doctor de familia, you know, to find a general practitioner to look after you. So many things you can't do without it. So luckily, because I'm a resident and I have my CNP, I can do most things here that any Romanian can do in terms of legal things, taking tests, etc. So just having a bit of a drive around. Just wanted to come and see if the market in here on the right up here is open today. I don't think it will be, but no, it's not looking too promising. Far out. One thing I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to go in and get some of the air taken out of the tyres, because when I put the 4 new tyres on, and also the new tyre sensors for the Peugeot, because each tyre has a tyre sensor to alert for air pressure and that. So one thing I'm going to do is get some of the air taken out tomorrow, because the guy that put the tyres on, yeah, he rightly said, look, what I want to do is inflate them to a maximum limit to see if the sensors work and pick up, because they were not original sensors, they're aftermarket sensors, and they all work perfectly, but the tyres are super inflated to the maximum. So obviously on roads like this in Bucharest, where you've got a lot of manholes and man covers and little divots and things in the road, you feel every single little bump. Fucking bravo, mate, bravo. This typical arrogant ass driver in Bucharest, like this one here, just pulls out in front of you, no indicator, you know, just said, pretty much pulled out and said, I'm going where I want to go, that's my lane, and I don't really give a shit. So I wasn't going to get into, you know, arrogant drivers and things today, because I'm not in the mood for it. But that's the thing. Like I said, it's a public holiday today. The roads are pretty much empty. You don't need to drive aggressively today. You don't need to drive with an air of arrogance. You just need to drive and be a normal person with consideration for others. But you know, this prick in front, and I will call him a prick, I don't care, this prick in front, you know, there's just so many people that drive. I don't know what whether it comes with the territory. You buy a new model car like a Mercedes or an Audi or something, and you know, it's about status and it's about power in here. You know, it's like I drive a late model Mercedes, so I can pretty much do what I want. I'm entitled to act like a complete twat on the road, you know. Very, very annoying. See, and again, off he goes, lane change, no indicator, speeding away. So yeah, it's just, you can pick the kind of person, you just know what his personality trait is going to be like. It's just going to be an arrogant ass of a person, you know, that just totally self-centered, doesn't care about anything except himself in his own little point in time. Arrogant ass. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the little chat about how to register a car here in Romania. Like I said, it's a pretty interesting concept. Takes a lot. I mean, there's a lot of steps, a lot of work involved.